Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel, I show you how my family is using the zero-based budgeting method in order to get out of debt and simplify our financial life. If that sounds like content that you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join our little crew here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. All right, well, happy Monday, everyone. I hope that you had a lovely weekend. I didn't have to work this weekend, so
Yay.
that's always a good weekend for me, having both days off. I do like to make sure that I have at least one weekend day off because, you know, that's when my husband stays home from work. It's when my kids have off of school. So it's important to me to have at least one weekend day, but I had both weekend days off. And so that is a good weekend. Anyways, today we are going to be stuffing $860. So we will first give this cash account and then get into the rest of the video. So here we go. Counting, not my strong suit, but I've been getting better. So hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, 50, 70, 90, 610, 630, 50, 70, 80, 90, 700, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 800, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So 860, all of it is here. Oh, goodness. I also don't want to jinx us, but the weather is supposed to be finally cooling down in DFW this week.
It's only going up to 97 today. Seriously, that's the high. And a couple weeks ago when it was in the high 90s, we're like, oh, it's so nice out here.
It really did feel good. It was wild. So I'll take the 90s. I appreciate the 90s actually in a way that I never thought that I would until this string of hellish 100 plus degree days. So anyways, first up, we're going to go ahead and pop into my wallet, and it is full of receipts and my teller slip, which you can find in my Etsy shop. I have these as a digital download, a printable digital download, or I have them in cute little Post-it notepads. Actually, I think I have one over there. Do you want to?
Where?
Hiding under all of those papers. How can you not see it?
I mean, maybe.
Oh, you know what? Here they are. Oh my goodness. All of that just to show you this. But I love these things. I just think they're so cute. And anytime somebody orders them, I get excited because I want you to love them as much as I do. So anyways, these are available in my shop. It is almost enough teller slips for an entire year of weekly cash stuffing. So there are 50 sheets in here. So anyways, moving right along. I also take this mound of receipts and I upload the pictures of them into a couple of different cashback rewards apps. The main two that I use are called Fetch and Receipt Hog. If you've never heard of them, just really quickly, you upload the pictures of the receipts. The receipts earn you points or coins, and then you can go ahead and, after they accumulate for a while, cash them in for different gift cards and things like that for purchases that you're already making. So if you want to use my referral code for these apps, they are linked below. I do get bonus points if you use my referral code, but you do as well. So, you know, you benefit me, I benefit you sort of situation. Anyway, enough of that. I do have some rollover money from grocery, and this has been a topic of great debate in the Simple household this week because 4 of them are ones. And if you've been following my channel for some time now, you know that I take all of the ones that are change from any cash transaction and I put them in the $1 savings challenge because it is the only savings challenge that we are participating in this household as we are trying to pay down our debt aggressively. So all of our extra money goes toward that, except for these. I thought it would be fun to save in a savings challenge. So
I got Wordle.
totally unrelated. He got Wordle. If you guys play Wordle, let me know. This past week of Wordle was absolutely brutal. Anyway, so after much debate, the husband does not want me to put any of them in the dollar savings challenge, and I wanted to put all 4 in the dollar savings challenge. And so since this is my channel, I am compromising and keeping $7 as grocery rollover, and I am putting $2 in the dollar savings challenge because we haven't put any dollars in the dollar savings challenge.
I declare victory.
It's not really a victory.
No.
It's a compromise. This is what you do in marriages. That's what they say anyway. So that's the end of that. And then I am going to go ahead and take our change here and add it into our coin jar, which like in the beginning of my channel did not feel like we were making progress on, but lately, I don't know. I feel like he's feeling like nice and full. So that's exciting. I think what we'll do is just empty it once a year. And so maybe in January, maybe that's what we'll do. Since my channel, maybe, oh, you know what? That's what we're going to do. For the 1-year anniversary of my channel, we're going to count and roll this change. That's what we're going to do. Because we're not going to fill this jar. This jar is ginormous. It would take years to fill the jar. But if we empty the jar once a year, I feel like that's a good thing, right? That like, it allows the buildup from the year to be counted and added. Anyway, I don't know if you noticed this lovely new little binder that I have sitting up here, but this, after much, much time and debate, is where I am housing my budget planner. So I'm probably gonna have to scooch some things, just zhuzh some things out of the way here so that I can open this up. But I'm so excited because I have been using another budget planner for some time now, like a different creator. When I first started budget planning and zero-based budgeting and cash stuffing and all that sort of stuff, I hadn't created my Etsy shop. I hadn't created any of the forms that I hadn't created the budget planner that I have in my Etsy shop now. Did I already say that? Anyway. And so I found another budget planner that was actually from a YouTube creator here, and it's wonderful. It just doesn't meet all of my needs. And so that's when I got to work creating my own. And I did just upload. I put a digital version of this in my shop, which I absolutely love and I'm so, so proud of. And I will be using on my channel in the future because I want to be able to showcase the products that I actually make and how I use them. But I am a paper girly at heart. I love planners and journals and all that kind of stuff. And so I wanted to have as my primary use my printed budget planner as I use it. So I printed it out this week and I put it in here. I'm like worried that I'm gonna set this on fire, and I really don't want to because I like it a lot. So this is the Simple Budget Planner, all printed and pretty, and I love it. I'm so proud of it. So I've only put in the papers for September so far, because we are in the month of September, but this is, if you purchase the month budget planner in my shop, it is $5 for the entire document, and it is 31 sheets already formatted in order for you to have everything that you need for a month of budgeting. So just to give you a quick little overview, since we're here, this is not included in it. I actually have this as a separate document available in my shop. It's an undated calendar. So this is what it looks like. And so I just printed this page first and then went about printing the monthly budget planner as I have it. And so included in that is the monthly budget overview, where if you are like my husband and I, we lay out our entire budget for the month.
Lay it out.
Thank you for that contribution. We lay out our entire budget for the month, what we plan to budget for each category. And then I further break it down into this monthly funding plan. And so I take what we cash stuff and I put all of the categories, what we're going to be cash stuffing, and then I split it up among the weeks. Some weeks things get stuffed and some weeks they don't. And then I have 5 paycheck plans available for each month. And since we don't budget like this personally, I use these to track and plan out my Etsy and YouTube paychecks. And so that's what this is here. And then I have the cash breakdown available for each week. So every single week when you decide what you're going to cash pull, you just lay it out in here, break down the denominations that you're going to need. This is today's. And then what I have next, which I'll actually fill out with you guys now going forward, is the cash stuffing plan. And so like this, it has the category that we're stuffing and the amount. And then I will update the balance here as well afterwards, so that it kind of renders my cash trackers that I've been using in here irrelevant. But I do like having an updated balance on a weekly basis available on a sheet like this. And so then after you get through the series of paycheck plans, cash breakdowns, cash stuffing plans, there are 5 of them because at max you're going to have 5 weeks in a month. Then we will get down into the expense trackers, and I think I did 10. I think there are 10 of them here, so that you have 10 pages of expense tracking available. And then at the very end of the month is a sinking funds review, so you can go over what you've stuffed, what you've pulled out, and what your balance is at the end of the month. So you'll see me use these expense trackers moving forward in my weekly check-ins. And but yeah, but the nice thing about this is if you need more than 10 expense trackers, you can just keep reprinting this page. That's the beauty of a digital download. They're all available in PDF. And like I mentioned, my digital budget planner functions exactly like this as well. The only difference is that with each month, so let me go back to my month page in my digital budget planner, there's a series of links in this section here that will take you to each paycheck plan, to each cash stuffing plan. And then actually the expense trackers are available in a little tab up at the top. So if you have checked out my digital budget planner, if you're a digital person, that's how it would function for you. But for paper people, we need to just flip to each page as we need it. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the cash stuffing plan for the day so that I can update my my balances here and not like have the entire binder sitting out, because that's just not practical on the channel. So hope you enjoyed that little kind of impromptu but sort of planned. I knew I was going to show you guys the budget planner, but at least now you get to see kind of how I use it on a practical everyday basis, which is sort of the point of it. Like when I spend all that time creating it and putting it in my shop, I want you guys to see how it functions, because it does function, and this is going to be how I use it moving forward. So I'll probably put this off to the side just because it's going to get in the way of the actual, what are they called? What are these called? Binders. I'm doing great. But yeah, so I'll be updating the balances like that off to the side. Let me just move it out of frame because it's not cute when it's just only slightly in frame. And we will start off with our high priority sinking funds. And first up, as always, is groceries. It's getting $4.25 if you happen to miss my stuffing last week. The reason why it's getting $4.25 is we are no longer keeping our Target money in the bank because we're spending less at Target now and a little bit more at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. And so we've decided to just cash pool for everything, and then we'll return the Target money from my Target Red card back to the bank. So what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 54, 25. And then I will grab this $7 that's remaining. And so now we have 1, 2, 3, 54, 25, 30, 1, and 2. So 432 in groceries. So we had to take a brief little interlude there because the budget master, or no, not the budget, the balance master that made somebody laugh last week. Needed to go over some things with me. Anyways, next up, taxes is getting $10 this week.
Yay, taxes, yay.
No, what are you, new here?
$10?
Yes.
Yay, taxes.
So we've got 500 in the bank and then 600, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 634 in taxes. Well, 134 here in person. Oh, you just wrote a check to taxes, didn't you? We'll discuss that later. Yeah. Anyways, so for those of you who don't know, my Etsy income and my YouTube income are not taxed. And so we have to put money aside for taxes, and you have to pay that quarterly, because if you don't, the government gets really cranky that you've been holding their money out from them for a year, and they will charge you a fee. So we just wrote a Q3 check for taxes.
You didn't remove the 500 placeholders, did you?
I didn't. So
we don't have, you need to remove those.
Okay. Wow. That's the end of that. So anyways, so
it is what it is.
So that's why
the government gets their money.
Yeah. All right. So next up is medical. And medical is getting $10 this week, and we are building it back up after the urgent care visit from last week. Everybody is okay. In case you missed that video, it was in my weekly check-in. So now in medical, we have 50, 60, 75, 76, and 77. Oh.
Did you tell them though that we're 0 for 3 with taking our daughter to the emergency room?
Yes. So we've had
I'm very happy about.
I'm trying to. Is it 3 at this point?
I think it's 3 that I can remember.
Okay. So we've had to take her to urgent care on 3 separate occasions at this point, but she has been fine every single time. So we're 0 for 3. With my son, however, we are 1 for 1 because he broke his arm. Anyways, next up is car expenses. It's also getting $10 this week. You still haven't made the appointment for oil change.
Do it tomorrow.
That is your ministry.
I know.
Car expenses now has 1, 50, 70, 80, 90, 200, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 204 in car expenses. August and September have been financially eventful because we had to pull from this one for a battery, and that's why that one's low.
Yeah.
Let's just stay out of urgent care for the next while.
Just life.
Yeah, I know. Home maintenance is up next. It is getting $10 this week, and it now has 60.
Did you say home maintenance?
Got 10 and has 60.
Yes.
Okay. Household is, I was like, why does that feel chunky? There are only $2 in here. Household is getting 15 this week, and I did 2 5s and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so now in household, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and $17. Building it back up. Mm-hmm. I said this last time, but it really is true that we spend from this one. We'll like build it up for a while, and then it just gets depleted. Toiletries is getting $10 this week, and I just did a 5 and 5 1s. Whoop. Sliding this all around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so now toiletries has 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25.
Yeah, but I think it's important to remind yourself that you have this money set aside for a reason.
Right. And
you
actually,
can't idolize a large medical medical, stuffed medical envelope.
Well,
Like the point of it is
no.
for things like that.
Right. No, I know. But wanting a big balance in medical, I think is normal. Where I have to challenge myself is being worried about the balance in household and toiletries, because it's like, no, this money is there being spent and spending it, but like not running out of it and being able to build it back up is an indicator that actually we're budgeting appropriately for those things. But I don't know if any of you guys are like this. I'm something of like, I'm very, very black and white. I'm sort of like an extremist. So prior to us getting our financial life in order and like budgeting and all of those sorts of things, I was like, whatever, spend the money. It's who cares? You've only lived once, YOLO, like a stupid millennial. Anyways, now I'm finding myself on the other end of things where I don't want to spend money, even the money that we specifically earmark for things to be spent, like household and toiletries. Yeah. So my whole entire 38 years of existence has been, we did not think we were going to get into a psychological conversation today, but here we find ourselves. My entire 38 years of existence has been trying to teach myself to live in balance rather than extremes. And so that's what this lesson is it's good that the money is there for when we need it. That's why we designed this entire budgeting system for ourselves. We didn't design it, but we are following this budgeting system for ourselves because we want to make sure that the money that we are going to spend is going to be there and available to us when we need it, not idolizing the balance in an envelope.
And that's what I'm talking about. There's a difference between wanting a healthy balance and then being mad when that healthy balance is depleted because you spent the money on what it was there for.
Right. Yes.
Where you should say, I'm glad I had the money there for that.
Yes. Yes. No, you're right.
I wish I didn't have to buy a car battery. Buying a car battery is a part of life. Taking your kid to the emergency room is a part of life.
Right. So live your life in such a way that you have the money there when you need it. Don't be YOLO with your money, but don't be stingy when you need to spend. Balance. Right. Anyways, moving on. Clothes. Clothes this week is getting $30 because we are beefing this one up extra because we have been pulling from it because my children had the audacity to grow. Like what in the world? And my poor husband still needs to update his wardrobe. So anyways, clothes now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 108 in clothes. Hopefully we do okay with this. And, we're putting enough money toward it. Finance coach, I think, is being skipped this week. It is. And it's got $60. Mm-hmm. That's good. HOA is not being skipped this week. It's getting $10. And it's got 110 now. Look at us.
Nice.
Responsible grown-ups spending money on something I don't want to spend money on. Union dues, it's getting $5 this week. And now in union dues, we have $125 and $130. I will be so happy when this is only getting like $5 a month as opposed to $30 a month. Won't you?
Yeah.
And currently our emergency fund is still sitting at $1,000, fully funded. Thank goodness we didn't have to tap into that this past week. Alrighty. Low priority sinking funds is up next. And Dine Out is being skipped for the rest of the month because of the pizza that we got for our anniversary dinner, which sounds so unromantic. Guys, I promise we love each other.
Hillbilly level stuff right there.
Oh, I love hillbillies.
No, I'm not disparaging hillbillies. I'm saying that is not particularly classy.
Why do we have a bunch of ones and work meals? I would pull these except for I am going to be spending from this sort of this week because it is.
What did you say for Dine Out? We're not pulling anything.
It's empty.
Right. So empty.
It's empty.
We're at $0 there?
We're at $0.
Why do I have this as $24?
Well, we did. But then the day that I took our daughter to urgent care. I almost said her name. The day that I took her to urgent care, I got them Chick-fil-A and depleted it.
Oh, so
because now our son, guys, get this. Okay. This is whenever people look at my grocery bill and make comments about how much we spend, my son from Chick-fil-A gets the 12 count, a large 12 count grilled nugget meal, and then an additional 12 grilled nuggets. He's 12. And then just like a water and an ice cream. Yeah.
He did, how much?
He ate 24 grilled nuggets and a large fry, and then his water, and then the vanilla ice cream cone. It's unbelievable.
I have to put that kid on a diet.
No, he's growing, and you're tall. My husband's 6'5", guys. So I'm 5'10". Like, our babies are going to be big. Anyway, what are we doing here?
So we don't have any money in Dine Out? You spent it all?
It's all gone.
Oh, shoot. What food? You're complaining about.
I know.
The ones.
Oh, you know what? I think work food's being skipped this week too. What a bummer. Because I am taking I'm buying a coworker lunch this week. This is her last week with me. So anyways, it's fine. I'll pull for my own spending. But right now in work meals, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I will use this $7 and then spend from my own as well. Haircuts is getting, where'd it go? $20 this week. And now in haircuts, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 150 in haircuts. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. All right. Home, which is home decor, is up next. And wait, I know it's being stuffed. There we go. It's getting $10. It is empty. Well, now it's not empty. Now it's got $10, but it was empty. Dates is getting $20 this week, which is fun because we're kind of going on a little mini date this week. Little coffee shindig.
A little bit.
Yeah. Anyways, so now on dates, we have 50, 70, 91. His is getting $10 this week. Why am I grabbing a 20? Well, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
You can grab a 20.
No. 10, 21, and 500 in the bank. So $521 in his spending money. My little squirrely saving husband.
Squirrely.
Hers is up next. It's getting 25. And now in my spending, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 50, 70, 95, 200, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 204 in my spending. And I'm getting cranky because the person I bought my loafers from has not shipped them yet, and it's...
How dare they?
I know. It's been some time. Anyway, Pretty Hair is up next. It's getting $8. This funds my haircut, in case you're wondering, and I call it Pretty Hair just because it's fun to have fun with your envelopes sometimes. Which, by the way, I sell in my Etsy shop, linked below if you are interested. That's why I have different styles of envelopes in my binders with different fonts and things, just so that you guys can see them here. I am going to very soon just make my favorite envelopes for myself and put them in all 3 of my binders. But for a while, I wanted to showcase them so that you guys see the different options and font options that I have. But stay tuned because I am updating my font options as well as my envelopes in general. So yeah, be looking forward to that. So now in Pretty Hair, we have 50, 75, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, and 94. And that is enough for my haircut and the tip. So yay. Lash lift is getting $2, and that is because I now do my own lash lifts. Actually, I'm doing mine. So I bought an at-home lash lift kit. this was a subject of, great interest on my channel there for a few weeks. And so I will be using it actually tomorrow for the first time. So wish me luck. But anyway, this is what I need now going forward to save up for the lash lift kit the next time I need to replace it. So anyways, now I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. These ones are just a nightmare.
Always knocking on the ones.
Well, these are particularly janky, so anyways, Family Fun is getting $10 this week. Whoops. And it's got 12. And miscellaneous is being skipped for the entire month of September.
You don't need no stinking miscellaneous.
I know. We might actually pull it from the envelope or from the binder altogether, but for now it's here.
I don't know. It's not bad to have.
Yeah. House project is up next, and I know I'm stuffing it. Where did it go? Really? No, come on.
What?
I'm not finding it. Oh, there it is. Goodness gracious. It's getting 115 this week. Evidently, I'm blind. And we are still working on saving up for those gutters. So now in house project, we have 500 in the bank, and then 6, 7, 50, 800, 20, 40, 55, 60, 1, 2, and 3. So 863 in house project. So that's good stuff. We need those gutters. It seems like we are slowly dipping our toe into the autumnal hurricane season, because last night we had a really nasty storm. So we really
went from being 195 degrees to
with no rain for months.
Downpours.
Yeah, to torrential downpours. It was wild. So anyways, that is the end of low priority sinking funds. And then we just have a couple things in holiday sinking funds. I updated my dashboard finally. I saw those in my shop as well. But I had this in backwards and upside down for months. So figured it was time. Gifts is first up here, and we are not stuffing it this week.
No gifts.
No way. All right, well.
Good, I'm not even in a gift-giving mood.
For the Balance Master, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, and 3. So 43 in gifts. This one's taken a hit a lot recently, too. Partey is getting $10 this week. And now in Partey, we have 50, 70, 90, no, 50, 70, 80, and 90 in Partey. Whoops, 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 whoops. All right. Valentine's Day is being skipped. Do you have a balance on this one, though? Because we haven't stuffed it in a while.
Yeah, 42.
I'm going to pull it out anyway. Yep. Easter's also being skipped, but that just means that the balance hasn't changed. You want it, don't you?
35. Tell me yes or no, 35.
Yep. I know, but why do I should have just done it. Oh, poor vacation. I can't even look at it.
Nobody's going on vacation.
Just empty. Back to school is getting $10 this week. And so now in back to school, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, and 3. And Halloween is fully funded at $160. Thanksgiving is getting $10 this week. Be really curious to see once Thanksgiving rolls around, if we've funded it enough or too much or what. So
yeah.
Will be interesting. So now in Thanksgiving, we have 150, 60, 75.
How much do we plan? What's our goal for that?
I don't really know. This one's like a fly by the seat of your pants kind of thing. Okay. So I've just been putting money in it here and there. So we'll see. I mean, yeah. Christmas, last up for the day, getting $75. So 50, 75. And we have $1,500 in the bank, and then 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, and 120 here in person.
Nice.
Yes, we would have 150, but I just bought a Christmas present for you this last week, which we have to put in our spreadsheet.
I know. I've already put it in there.
Look at you, grown up. Okay. The zoo is being skipped, as is pool. And last up, you want the balances? This guy. All right, zoo has...
You knew it this.
50.
I want the balances. Don't mess up the count.
50, 70, 95, and 96 in the zoo.
One more time on that.
No, 96 in the zoo. Oh man, see, maybe put them back in all willy-nilly.
Oh, so I'm not the only one who messes that up.
No, you do that intentionally.
I do not. I do that out of laziness and clumsiness.
Fair enough.
That's a word.
Clumsiness.
Clumsiness.
Pool has 50, 70, 90,
Hey, do I want to count on that too?
50, 70, 90, 100, 5, and 6 in the pool. And then last up, we are taking these two $1 bills that I compromised away from groceries and adding them to our dollar savings challenge, which has been really taking a hit these last few weeks. So I am quite excited about it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any more about how the dollar doesn't stretch in the grocery store when you're stealing the dollars and putting them in the dollar savings challenge.
Don't be salty.
That's all.
Don't be salty.
That's all I'm going to say.
Don't be salty. All right. That is going to do it for today's video, which was a little lengthier than usual, but it's fine. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Would so love it if you did. And I will see you guys on Friday for our weekly check-in. Yeah, and that's it. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye, everyone.